Hey there, and welcome to the Windsor Star News Cafe. I'm Kristy, and I'm here with Don McArthur.
Okay, there was a special delivery yesterday on Walker Road. Milana George, she was born in the passenger seat of a pickup truck on Walker Road.
Yeah, it was kind of an unexpected surprise. The mother, Daniela, she was experiencing labor pains in Leamington, and she kind of told her husband that I think it's probably time we get to Windsor Regional. So they were en route, and they didn't quite make it. They ended up pulling over in front of the Time Out Bar and Grill on Walker Road, and within 15 minutes of calling paramedics, Milena was born.
Exactly. Now, there's a great picture on the website of the paramedic Jerry Hedges with the proud father. Like, he looks like he's just been through labor himself. I mean, out on Walker Road. Lovely little picture in the paper, actually.
Yep.
And on the website, I guess the whole staff, the wait staff and the patrons at the Time Out Bar and Grill, they were out on the street watching this delivery happen too.
Well, they described it as a police chase because they saw the father, Lucas, running from one side of the car to the other side of the passenger side. And I guess he helped deliver Milena. He was the first person to actually touch her as she was born, but the paramedic had him running back and forth, grabbing tools and utensils from the ambulance. So it's a pretty incredible story.
Okay, now we caught up with the proud father yesterday at Windsor Regional Hospital. Jay Crick shot this little video.
He was having some pains earlier on in the night, and they weren't too bad, but they were bad enough where she thought she needed to go to the hospital, so we started driving up. They got progressively worse and worse, and once we got through Essex, the town of Essex, it was, heavy screaming, and it was a lot worse. But, we got to Walker Road, 10 minutes away from the hospital. We were going pretty fast, so we weren't too far from the hospital, but eventually she couldn't make it, and the baby's head started coming out, so in like 3 minutes, the paramedics showed up, and the police officers, and, some passerby, everybody helped, everybody was great, and before we knew it, we had a baby on the side of the road, and beautiful, healthy girl, so everything worked out real well. Everything was happening so fast, and the young lady on the 911 call was really helpful, coached me through how to keep the head up, and she's telling me if the shoulders come out, put me on speaker and start using two hands, and she was really, really helpful till the paramedics got there. And the paramedic came, and he was fantastic. Like, he knew where everything was in his truck. Go in the back of my truck, grab this, grab this, grab this. This is here, this is there. So, grabbed the clamps, helped him out, and he was like he was a doctor, like he's done this a million times. No panic in his face, so kind of cooled me down, cooled her down. He did a really good job.
Okay, we're back, and that's not the first baby, Dylan, that's been born on Walker Road. I did a little research. In 2009, there was actually two babies born on Walker Road. Samantha Elizabeth Jean Weiler was born in a Ford Flex on October 14th, and Clayton William Walker Sheldon was born in the Dodge Caravan on April 5th, 2009. And of course, Walker, they named him Walker because...
Oh, no, that's perfect. It's a major thoroughfare right to the hospital, so it makes sense. And of course, we had the Timbit that was born last year at the Tim Hortons on Tecumseh Road there. So
now that baby does Timbits for life, right? Or coffee for life?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it was Timbits.
Timbits for life for the baby born in
Tim Hortons, and she'd be set.
One of the most popular stories on our website, like ever.
Yeah.
Is Tim Hortons baby.
One of the top ones. So Dax Melmer, he got some incredible shots that are on our website right now from actually downtown Detroit. There are overturned cars. There's actually a UFO that's kind of on its side, smashed into the ground, which isn't commonplace for downtown Detroit.
No, despite what you may have heard, Detroit is not that bad. It's actually, they're filming Transformers 4.
Yep.
Okay, Mark Wahlberg is in town, and it's a stand-in downtown Detroit for Hong Kong. If you go in downtown Detroit, like you can actually see this movie set.
Yeah, you don't get right on set, but you can be close enough that you can actually see Mark Wahlberg kind of running around, filming the action sequence. So of course, Transformers, based on the cartoon series. It's pretty exciting to have it right across
Optimus
the road.
Prime, the Decepticons,
yeah, that's right.
all of that. Yes, some great photos. Actually, reporter Claire Brownell, she's going over there today, sort of a color piece, because I guess lots of people are stopping by, they're watching it. So check for that. Coming up later today. Check out Dax's photos. They're amazing. It does look like a war zone. Now Wahlberg, he was on Jimmy Fallon. On Monday night, saying, "Hey, the D, it's not so bad."
That's true, and of course, whenever celebrities are in Detroit, it's not uncommon for them to pop over to Windsor. So keep an eye open on Erie Street, because that happens from time to time.
They do. They always go to Erie Street, and George Clooney, I think, or Ben Affleck went to that South Windsor beer store, allegedly for back in the Super Bowl days.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Be careful out there, folks. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it, but the gallonipper, I think it's a mosquito that is, it's in Windsor and Essex County, and it's allegedly 10 times the size of your ordinary run-of-the-mill mosquitoes.
Well, yeah, they can grow up to be more than an inch long, and of course, with all this heavy rain that we've had this summer, it's become the perfect breeding ground for the gallonippers. So be careful when you're out there. Now, it looks kind of like a normal mosquito, just 10 times the size, but apparently it packs a punch. That it's not quite as bad as a bee sting, but it compares closer to kind of a deer fly bite.
Exactly. Now, we didn't have a picture of it yesterday. Dan Janisi actually put on a raincoat, went out with Paul Pratt at Ojibwe, tried to find it. He couldn't. He got bitten by regular mosquitoes, which they're everywhere nowadays. But we do have a picture of this thing, right?
Yep. So take a look. You can see that there is a very noticeable size difference between the two. Now, apparently they're not as common as the common mosquito, but maybe out of every 10 mosquitoes that you encounter, you'll get one gallonipper, which is still enough. But the good thing, too, that I guess this mosquito isn't known for carrying the West Nile virus.
Okay, well, there's one positive.
There you go.
I guess. Okay, man, we have a lovely little letter that was written in today's paper by Tim Simpson. He's a former Windsor Star editor. Worked here for a long time, went on to the Montreal Gazette before he stopped working there, and he has terminal cancer. But he is a lifelong Detroit Tigers fan, a rabid Detroit Tigers fan, and this class organization, they have rolled out the red carpet for him.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. It all started when he got an autographed baseball from Justin Verlander. Now, like you said, Tim, he's a lifelong Detroit Tigers fan. In the letter, he talks about going to the Tigers Stadium when he was just a kid, the passion he had for it, just being out there and experiencing the ambiance and just soaking it all in. So he got this baseball from Justin Verlander. So he wrote a letter to General Manager Dave Dombrowski, just thanking him. And in that letter, too, which you can find on our website, he just gushes. He just talks about how appreciative he was, the tears that came to his eyes. And so, seeing how appreciative Tim was, he actually invited Tim to come to Comerica Park as a special guest. And
Well, yeah, exactly. So he was, this is a happy story for the Tigers, but it's a sad story, obviously, with the cancer. But I mean, he was supposed to go to a game in July. They actually pushed it up because of the cancer, and he went in June with 7 of them, including Terry. She's a web editor here. And, she's a crazy Tigers fan. Everybody in this newsroom is a Tigers fan. I've never seen anything like it when as soon as the game's over and there's a Tigers score, sort of a buzz goes, ripple goes through the newsroom. But 7 of them, including Tim, went to see this Tigers game. And again, they rolled out the red carpet for him. Take a look at these pictures that we're going to show you now. He meets Miguel Cabrera. He meets Dave Dombrowski and the scoreboard. How about the scoreboard?
Well, yeah, they had a welcome special guest, Tim Simpson. He also got to meet Justin Verlander for a short amount of time. But
and that's when the tears came.
That's it, exactly. It's worth a read. Just you can see how much he cares about the sport, how much it meant to him, and it truly is an incredible experience for him to be able to share with his sister, and it's just incredible that the organization was able to do that for him.
Yeah, a class organization, the Tigers. I really like this quote, and this is a letter. It's on our website right now. You can read it. He says this to Dave Dombrowski. To say you did something special for me is like saying the sun is a little bright.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. And he's truly appreciative, so it's really worth a read. And it's making its rounds, too. It was a really popular story on our website last night. That's what I saw.
Yeah, it's in the Montreal Gazette as well.
Yeah, it was on the Montreal Gazette, and it's been shared a ton of times, so it's definitely worth reading.
For sure. Okay. No one really seems to care about it too much, but it is election day in Windsor-Tecumseh.
E-Day.
Yeah, E-Day is right. Now, Andrea Horvath, she's obviously anticipating a Hatfield victory. She's going to be in town tonight at his election headquarters. We're going to be there staffing that.
Yeah, now she's the only leader that I believe is going to be coming down to Windsor-Tecumseh for the results.
Yeah.
But talking to each candidate, each of them seem pretty confident. I don't know if they're just putting on a show or not, but each says that they think they have a good chance of winning it. But yeah, polls are open until 9 p.m. tonight. And we'll have our reporters shadowing each candidate, and we'll bring you the results as soon as we have them.
Yeah, they're going to be online as soon as we have them. Later today, there's going to be some swimmers are actually going to hit the water over at the new aquatic center, so we're going to be there, have a full photo gallery, check it out. And tonight on this very stage, we actually got beat up yesterday. People were commenting on Facebook about our set, and point well taken. This is a work in progress. We are going to try to improve the set. Thanks for your input. And open mic night tonight on this very stage where we're sitting now here at Green Bean Cafe. People are going to be playing guitars and singing. So come on down, open mic night. It's always packed here every Thursday night.
Perfect. Well, come down here tonight for the open mic, and thanks for joining us at the WinStar Cafe.